What can the drawing functions of GPT-4 do? First, I gave GPT 6 pictures, asking it to dress the model from picture 1 in the clothes from picture 2, with the shorts from picture 3, holding the bag from picture 4, wearing the shoes from picture 5, and putting on the sunglasses from picture 6. And then it gave me the answer. Take a closer look. Except for the shape of the sunglasses being a bit off, everything else is basically correct. I am most impressed by the shoes. It accurately understood this, which is remarkable. The graphic designer might be in trouble now. Then I had the man in picture 1 hold the mop from picture 2, and it generated successfully. However, upon closer inspection, the mop did not match the style of picture 2, and the character's face was distorted. Most notably, the height shrank from 1.8 meters to 1.7 meters. I have nothing much to say about this case. It's a failure. But the next one is amazing. I gave it a pair of shoes and it generated a creative poster from the 1980s, completely overturning my expectations. This is simply too wonderful. The retro color scheme and texture really capture the essence. As for the layout, if you don't like it, just have it keep generating options. I am very satisfied with this work. Let's do an even cooler one and give it a person. Give the lion a wig, add a bottle of shampoo, and have it create a before and after comparison of the lion washing its hair. Highlight how effective the shampoo is, and add a slogan. Here it is. This is so funny. However, this idea wasn't mine. I just mimicked a foreigner's idea, and I didn't expect this effect to be so good. I give this idea full marks. I then gave it 4 more pictures. It's asking him to combine the sofa from picture 1, the flower basket from picture 2, the window from picture 3, and my dog into a countryside style photo with warm tones. And here it is. What do you think? In the future, maybe we can walk our dogs virtually. If you want to take photos anywhere, just edit them a bit and it's done. The texture and the realism. If I didn't tell you, no one would know it's fake. But speaking of realism, you should check out the next one. I found an ancient person's portrait and asked it to recreate the person to look like they really existed. Just look at this effect, this skin. If anyone dares to say that this has an AI feeling, I will seriously get upset. What will happen to aesthetics in the future then? Quickly, unsubscribe everyone. Let's do another Li Kui. By using the same style words, this still looks very much like a traditional Chinese painting style. So I told him this wasn't acceptable and asked him to rework it a bit for me. This time he really understood it well. Look at that fleshy face and the texture of the coarse clothing. You can tell it hasn't been washed in 6 months. The mountain X just didn't get recognized, leaving only a stick. I went online to find a child's drawing and asked it to redraw it in illustration form, keeping the structure of the picture unchanged. Then it didn't produce an image right away. Because my description was not specific enough, he listed some styles for me to choose from. I didn't choose any and told him I wanted a Disney style. The final result is like this. Let's compare it with the original illustration. The basic structure is roughly similar, though there are some changes. The eyes of the pilot in the octopus flying vehicle are a bit strange, but other than that, there are no major issues. Using this method to entertain kids should be quite effective. I saw a drink advertisement and thought the creative idea was pretty good, so I found a coffee cup and had it mimic this effect to create one for me too. This is just so cool. If you went out to find a designer to make such an image, I bet it wouldn't be cheap. But I wanted to make the explosion more intense, creating an effect as if it were pierced by a bullet, and then it did for me. The explosion effect doesn't feel particularly strong, but the feeling is well captured. In the future, if I want to do anything, just have a chat with it and it'll be done. Finally, let's draw a comic. Since I have no ideas for the comic plot, I might as well let GPT write the plot for me. And plan 1. I only mentioned my requirements, asked him to plan all the prompt words and script, and then he rambled a lot. And I didn't bother to look at what he said, just let him give. I made the illustration, and the 4-panel comic came out like this. At first I asked for it in the DC style, but I'm not really sure if it feels like DC. Then I asked him to switch to a Marvel style for comparison, and the Marvel style is relatively lighter. I don't often read comics, and I'm not well versed in the specific styles of the two. If anyone understands, feel free to give some feedback. Adding this Japanese manga style with the Chinese fantasy style, GPT-4O's update is indeed a bit startling. I wonder how many industries will start to feel uneasy. If you have any thoughts, let me know in the comments section. Feeling dizzy?